We're doing a quick little tour of downtown New Milford. This is like legit a local train station for a small town. Look how pretty. I mean, so simple. The best part, you don't have to pay for parking. We're here. I like that there's American flags everywhere, literally. You see them everywhere here, all throughout the whole place has American towns. We got O'Connor's bar right there that we went to last night, but it was grungy. There's another O'Connor that's more collegey that we had gone to first, but since this one's closer to where we're staying, we ended up in this one before we went home. But it's more grungy. There's like random people here, like older crowd. It was whatever. But the drinks are cheap. Some young people coming into the bar. Some saying that there's an older crowd in there. It's funny. So this downtown, there's a train museum over there in the train station, which is not currently working, the train station at all. I wonder if I can take these little hallways to the center. Nope, that looks closed. We got cute little shops. It's nice, and I love the view. Some hills. I guess they're hills, they're not even mountains. Am I going? I think I went the wrong way. But we're gonna keep going this way then. This could be a nice little building if it wasn't random. Just keep on trucking, because downtown is literally on the other side of this, which I could have taken that other street, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna keep going through here. There's another street over there that I can turn, so you can check it out. Also, this is my very first time using this camera. Never used it, so I don't know how the video comes out. Ooh, maybe you can just skip through back here. Also, there's squirrels everywhere. Everywhere. There's the squirrel right there. I don't even think I'm supposed to be back here. This is like private property. Should we just try to go up? Let's do it. Hopefully nobody's like, hey, get out of here. You don't belong back here. There's a safe right here. Little shortcut. Kinda. Not really. The street was literally right there. I was just gonna turn around through there, but I did a shortcut. They got cute little churches. There's a little museum, which is where I want to go. Vanelli and Julie went to like the little shops in downtown, but not me. I ain't going to no shops. Also, going up and down all the hills here always be popping my ears. I'm like every time you go up and down, not now because there was no hills that I went up and down, but when we were driving in the car, it's like, here we go. Apparently they filmed like Gilmore's Girls, or the town in Gilmore's Girls is based off of this town, something like that. So they have a shop about it here, and they do a lot of Hallmark movies here. Apparently they're getting ready to film in the next few months a little Hallmark here. So this is downtown. Let's see, let's show you guys downtown. Very cute, like American style homes. I mean, these aren't homes, I'm sure they're the business, Pero it used to be a house. Like, people lived in these houses. That's a church, but people lived here. People with money, probably. Very chill. It is also a Sunday, so I don't think, it's gloomy. So there's not that many people out right now. Let's see what we got over here. I want to go to a museum. New Milford Senior Center. That's the senior center. That's not the museum. There's a church. And they got, let's see what they got here. I guess they give this stuff away. Yeah, just food for whoever needs it. That's nice. Take what you need, leave what you can. Very nice. Spread some love and positivity. It's cool to see the trees around here. I'm not used to these type of trees, so when you see them, especially when the colors are changing, most of them are already dead and stuff. But look, squirrels. Run! The squirrel took my nut. Ching. They're everywhere. There's a nursing care service. Very cool house that somebody lived in back in the days. And this is a museum, I believe. Let's try to go in. Oh, don't tell me it's closed. Please use rear entrance. Hold on, it might be open. This is not the... Where the hell is that museum? It's not this place. Let me GPS this thing real quick. I thought it was at the end. Let's see. Museum. There's only one museum around here. Historic Society. And it's closed. Opens on Tuesday. Well, let's just walk to it. Oh, it's down this street. But it is closed, so we will not be able to go. And it opens on Tuesday. We'll be gone. We'll be back in Miami. I like how they have all the flags for Veterans Day. Represent. And no, I think the other flags are always, people actually stop for you on the like the flags that they have by the train station. I think they're always there. These are the flags for Veterans Day. Very cool. They also have a whole tank from World War II. The tank never saw war, but I'll show you ahora when we go back over there that way. It's a World War II style tank. It was the actual model that they were using in World War II. That one never went to war, but it's there. They put it in 1948, and ever since it's been there. Kids just climbing and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a museum or a house. Historic Society, public parking. So yeah, this is it. But it's closed today. Real shame. I wonder what it even has inside. Probably like the history of the town. Museum hours. Oh, it was open yesterday. What do we got inside? Nothing. Let's look through these windows. Just some paintings. I would have liked to have seen like when they have like the old furniture from like the Civil War times or like early America times. That is cool. Funny how they only have 2 little parking spots for the museum. Not very popular, but if you're a visitor, it's cool to see. This place is just so chill. Look at that home with like a whole castle style to it. Is that a home or a church? That is cool. Like they have a little garden here. This is so nice. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. Small town vibes, 100%. Everything's dead. I'm sure during summer, everything's very pretty. Little sundial here. Tell the time. You don't see this stuff in Miami. So it's cool when you come out here and explore a little bit. Let's see some things. We're gonna look inside, but it says something out here. Oh, this was moved here. Moving the bank building in 1964. So this was a bank building. How cool. This is where they would store the money. Built in 1820, moved to present site in 1964. So it was not originally here. Damn, this shit's old. This is 200, almost over 200 years old. Charming red brick building was built in Boardman, by Senator in 1820. Originally located next to Boardman's house, which still stands today, on Main Street, flush with sidewalk. So it's this house, right? So yeah, there it was, right next to it. So this was the very first bank of New Milford. How cool and crazy. In 1920 was used as a art studio. Oh no, as late as 1945, the little brick building was used as an art studio by Miss Helen Cox. How cool. This has history over here. Let's check out what the old Bank of New Milford in 1820. I wonder if these bricks are original. I doubt it. But very cool, very small. So I'm guessing they would close these gates. Yeah, you open this. It's all metal. I mean, I'm sure it's been replaced. Metal would rust away. But this was the theme. Very cool. This is awesome. The very first bank of New Milford was this big, with a little chimney, so if you're working you can stay warm, put the fire on, you know. How crazy. You just store the money in there, have security outside. Let's go check out that castle. It's not a castle, but it's got that tower. Pretty sure that's a church. They got some cool buildings out here. Let's check it out. Oh, it says private property. So, for sure this belongs to that probably, which looks very German. Let's see. Oh, a Masonic temple. It's a lodge. Oh, it's Masons. Is that what it's called now? That's, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Masons. That's crazy. I keep seeing the Masons pop up and wonder what it really is all about. Wait, I don't know if it's the altitude, but I'm out of breath. I'm also a little sick. But, you know. So there's people. Apparently they got money. The Masons got money. I keep seeing them pop up. I might join. I don't know what they're about, just to see what's really the truth behind them. I know they have secret handshakes. Strange. And if you know that handshake and you leave, can you still fake it with the handshake? I'm sure this is somebody's house. They live right next to the Masons. Are they part of the Masons? Is this whole downtown part of the Masons? I know they got power. Let's see, beautiful. Like, living in these old American homes has to be so cool. You still have your fireplace. Most of them have converted it so it's no longer a log fireplace. Like, you see, they have the chimney up there. Does this one have it? But you can tell people live there. Look at this little exterior outdoor way with the windows. And they have a whole nother place in the back, a barn. Beautiful. But I'm sure these are public accountants. So this is not a house. This is an accountant. And this one, what could this be? Definitely a business. They have a sign in the front. Let's take a look now. They're doing some remodeling. There's a big tank in the back. Like one of those trash tankers. Just dump stuff. Dental assistant in this English mansion, I guess you could say. We got obviously the town bank. The new, okay, check it out. The very first bank in New Milford is right there. And now we have Bank of America. The difference is crazy. And most of the money is digital now, so I'm sure they don't have like a lot of cash in there. I mean, they probably have enough. That's cool. I'm sure people looking at me driving by must be like, what is this guy doing recording in New Milford? What is so important about New Milford? Everyone's giving me looks. Like, you know, the few people that are on here, like that guy in the pickup looking at me, the other girl was looking at me and he sees me. What is he holding in his hand? What is he up to? Very chill town. Kind of low-key love it. And you can get a bunch of acres out here. It's not cheap anymore because a lot of people are tired of the city life. Like, I would love to be out here with my dog, Shadow. Look at this old gentleman with his dog. That's a good boy. I think it's a girly dog. Hello. Beautiful dog. Looks like mine, but mine is all black with white.
They are gorgeous.
Very pretty. Oh, look, we got some veterans here from World War II. Well, this guy, World War II. Yeah, World War II and Korea. And this one was Korean War, prisoner of war. Yo, am I unaccounted? Damn. That sucks. You know, we owe so much to, and I say we because I wasn't born in this country, but I am now part of this country, and I'm able to live the lifestyle that I do because of the sacrifice that these men did for this country, for this great nation. And I get to take pride. I'm proud to say, you know, and be thankful for their sacrifice, because now I get to live in this beautiful country and I get to live the lifestyle that I live thanks to the freedoms and benefits that this country provides for me and allows me the opportunity to work hard and flourish in this country. So it's all because of them. So, you know, even though I was not born here, I'm very thankful for the sacrifice that the men and women of this country have made. You know, we're back in the church. We kind of did a big loop. This whole downtown is just a little loop. On that side you got like more modern businesses, and then over here you got the old school homes that have been turned into businesses. This looks like a home, possibly still a home. I don't see any signs. I see stuff inside. This definitely looks like a home. Who lives here? Is it like people that inherited the houses and they've kept them the houses? This was not very well kept, which is a shame. Usually like elderly people stay here and they can't maintain the house anymore. Look at this grand church. I wonder when it was built. I always want to know the history of things. What is the history behind this giant church, which looks super cool? Faith, hope, and love. St. John's Church. Very pretty church. Let's see. I want to show you guys the tank. I see the tank, but it's still a little far. Oh look, they got a little pink house. What's going on here? That's not old school American, but very cool, very cute. What's this? Is this like a school? This would be cool if it was a school. Nelson. This was dedicated to Lillian Nelson, who died in 2006. There's your monument. Very nice when people get monuments, because they sacrificed a lot of things for whatever cost that they're being recognized for. But I wonder what this is. It does look like a school. There's a sign up there, so we're gonna find out what it is. This is a school. It has a library return. Is this a library? Let's see. Let's see, what is this place? It's a public library. Close enough to a school, but it's a library. More homes? Possibly, I don't know. Let's check it out. Definitely, maybe a home. Could it be? I don't see any signs. I'm gonna go with a yes. That's somebody's home in downtown. There's a business. And we're getting close to the tank. Hey, check it out. Red, white, and blue side crossing. Or what do you call it? Street crossing. Boom, boom, red, white, and blue. There's a town hall of New Milford. How cool. And here we're getting close to the tank. Oh, thank you so much. People in Miami would never stop for you. They would just go in front of you. How nice are people here? I love it. Everyone stops at the crosswalks. That's the famous gazebo that everyone wants to go take pictures in, because it's the Gilmore's Girl thing. I don't think it wasn't Gilmore Girl, but it's inspired. I don't know enough. They got very small town vibes. I mean, just a small town. You can put your little, whatever you're doing, farmer's market thing here, pose for people to see. Hello.
Hi.
Cute dog.
Thank you.
And here we have the tank. Let's check it out. And there's a beer. Somebody left a beer right there. World War II authentic style tank. So this was an actual tank. They just made it a non-functioning tank. But this was, you know, you can't move anything. This was an actual model of a tank. They just put it here in 1948. And you know, nothing opens, everything's locked up. So the kids can climb it and stuff like that. Great taste in music, red hot all the way. But it's cool to see. I think this is the first real life size tank that I see. I mean, besides museums and stuff like that, but that you can touch and stuff like that. I'm sure they've changed parts because the metal will probably rust, or maybe they put rust paint on it, like anti-rust paint. Very cool. To think that people would go to war with this little cannon, a little gun right down the side, and a little gun down here. Crazy. Solid, baby, solid. And now, I guess that concludes the tour of New Milford downtown. I hope you come to New Milford now. It's very chill. We'll probably come back because we went to in Yale University, they have a museum which is free and cool. They have a bunch of ancient stuff. So I know that they have the only existing Roman shield in the world. They have it at Yale University Museum. But so we fly all the way out here, we go to Yale, I go through the whole museum and I can't find it, and I start asking, hey, where's the shield? And they're like, oh, we haven't seen it. I go downstairs, the girl tells me it's out for, I don't know, like something like that. They're just fixing up the shield, preserving the shield. So they took it out of the collection and they're gonna bring it back. There's no ETA. So I was so disappointed that there was no shield, but it is what it is. We'll have to come back to New Milford and then to Yale. So see you guys the next time when we find the shield, the only Roman shield in the world. How cool. I love it, and I'm excited.